Welcome back. Recently, we've been talking a lot about the benefits of crowdfunding from a real estate investor's perspective. As a passive real estate investor, you can invest in crowdfunded deals, and we've been talking about those benefits. Today, I wanted to look at it from another angle and really talk about the benefits for a sponsor and why they may want to obtain capital by real estate crowdfunding rather than raising money in traditional ways, such as doing friends and family deals or working through a broker dealer that might be able to get them access to private investors. One of the first things that is interesting for a real estate crowdfunding sponsor are the returns. Oftentimes, they can get a little bit better in terms of the fees, in terms of the promote structure than they might otherwise would have if they were doing a deal through a traditional broker dealer channel. It's not always the case, but the sponsors know that they have a strong transaction and they're going to be able to make a little bit more on the fee side than they might otherwise have if they were trying to go the public route or whether they were trying to go through a broker dealer. Another reason that they may do this is that they get a wider audience. Typically, when they're doing a crowdfunding deal, they might be raising money directly from their contacts and the people that they know. With crowdfunding, they're able to reach out to a wider audience. And really, since it's done through the internet, the marketing materials reach more individuals. There's now no limit to the number of accredited investors that you can take on. And so it gives sponsors the opportunity to make the relationship with potential new investors. And likewise, investors also see more deals now because of crowdfunding platforms. They didn't have access to a specific sponsor before or a whole region of sponsors. And now all of a sudden it's right at their fingertips when they log on to their favorite crowdfunding platform. Another advantage for sponsors is it's a marketing advantage. The majority of people nowadays get their information from the internet and they use social media sites. So being able to reach out through the marketing of a crowdfunding platform, once again, gives them more access to people in the market who will then become aware of the brand and the different types of deals that they're working on. Another thing that this does for sponsors is the communication and the feedback gets better. So with a wide audience range, you get to see the different questions that accredited investors have. You get to understand what types of deals they're looking for. You get to understand better what the hot buttons are, whether it's tax issues, whether it's cash on cash returns, equity multiples, IRR, and the speed of their feedback is instantaneous. And so now with crowdfunding, these sponsors are able to make changes that they need to make almost on the fly. It might not be for that specific deal that they're looking at, but for the next deal that they crowdfund with, they're now able to do a better job because they've got feedback instantaneously. Another thing that sponsors are looking at now is communication. We're doing the same thing, but one of the things that we're noticing is that the best practices are that you've got to stay in front of your customers. You've got to stay in front of your investors. You have to be communicating, and everyone's expecting that you have an email. Everyone's expecting that you give quarterly updates. We've been doing these, but we've always done them not through the internet. It's been really through the email and it's been more direct. Nowadays, we're doing it through our investor management platform, which is through Appfolio. That's who we partner with. And then now our communication is getting better with our investors. We're able to send out an email to all the investors in a specific investment. We're able to send out a quarterly report to each of the investors. We're able to distribute K1s to each of the investors that are in each deal. So we're able to communicate better, quicker, faster, and it's more in line with not having to deviate a message. It's all the same message all at the same time, which is nice. And I believe that builds trust between sponsors and investors. And so I, for one, am extremely happy about crowdfunding and investor management software, because what it's doing now is it's kind of leveling the playing field for the sponsors and for the investors who are serious and who want to continue in this business. The old school way, I think, it's going out the window. I think this is the new way, and I think this lets people know that you're a serious player in the market. The other thing that's a benefit for both sponsors and investors is you also get collection and disbursement of funds in one place. So you can go through an entire marketing process and review the PPM, the operating agreement, the subscription agreement, decide you want to make the investment, commit to the investment, go through the process of signing your documents, and then distribute your cash right then and there. You can also indicate whether you want to do ACH or check for your investment, and then the sponsor will work with you and they can disperse your funds on a quarterly basis to in the preferred method that you want, either by check or through a wire or through ACH. And then what that does is you're getting to define what your relationship is with the sponsor rather than the sponsor defining what is with you. But the sponsor also benefits because then they know, okay, I've got this subset of investors who really like ACH and this subset of investors who really just want to get a check. And so what happens is the investor appreciates that the sponsor understands their needs better and the sponsor is delivering on that. So wanted to walk through today the benefits of crowdfunding for a sponsor. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please feel free to like it, share, subscribe, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the next video. Until next time, let's continue growing our passive cash flow and net worth together.